News Voice is the world's first mobile app that helps you track where your news is coming from. News Voice helps you track what corporate interests might be influencing the narratives in the news you read every day. Arm yourself against corporate media monopolies by downloading the News Voice app for free using the link right underneath this video. The experiment of sending kids back to school during a raging 100-year pandemic by this administration has failed, and it has failed very poorly. And I'm not pleased to see this. And to be clear, I wish it were possible to send kids back to school safely right now. It's become very popular among some on the right to say the left wants to hurt businesses, the left wants to hurt education, the left doesn't care about people's emotional health, all because they want to close in order to hurt Donald Trump. I don't deny for a second that there are tangible benefits, intangible benefits, and psychological benefits to getting kids back to school. I don't deny that many parents can't get back to work unless their kids are back in school. So I get it. The considerations are economic, they're emotional, they're wide-ranging. When you have 50,000 cases a day, 1,400 deaths a day, and we've already debunked the false notion that kids can't catch the disease or spread the disease, it just doesn't pass the sniff test that this would work. And case in point, a Georgia second grader tested positive on day 1 back in school. By day 2, the classroom was closed. The teacher and students were quarantined for 2 weeks and out of school. And there are many of these examples. 260 employees either tested positive or were exposed in Gwinnett County Public Schools in Georgia. That's Georgia's largest school district. Hours after the first day, in an Indiana district last week, the county health department notified Greenfield Central Junior High that a student who had been in a bunch of classrooms all over the school in contact with teachers and students was helping students. I don't remember the exact details, was all over the school, tested positive for coronavirus, and once again caused a mass quarantine of 14 days for everybody that they had been in touch with. We saw what happened in Israel, where they successfully dealt with the virus, crushed the curve. I mean, just obliterated the curve, opened schools, and then things went backwards very, very quickly. So it's not inconceivable that states could open schools. Some states could open schools safely, maybe, but a lot has to happen in order to do that. First and foremost, when we were down to 20,000 cases a day, every state started opening. That was not the time to actually start opening as aggressively as happened. Number 2, I know that it's August, but we still don't have enough testing or fast enough testing. The testing is falling behind the viral spread. When we talk about how much we test relative to other countries, remember that at this point, circumstances are so different in countries that in order to keep up with our level of spread, we need dramatically more testing, and we need dramatically faster testing. People are often not hearing back for days, 5 to 7 days in some cases. A travel blogger I know waited 20 days for his test results, got them the day before he was going to a different state. This is the same issue we've been talking about for a long time. When it comes to lots of types of businesses and organizations, and certainly schools, where people are even more crowded together for hours all day, there's not an easy answer. I'm not pretending this is simple. I get all of the reasons why we would want to open schools. But what we've seen so far, we have to be guided by the data, tells me the risks exceed the possible rewards. By the spring semester, early 2021, we might have both more effective treatments and vaccines that are increasingly inoculating people. So to me, that says, let's do online in the fall. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying let's do it online. Let's suffer through it. My mom is a college professor. Up until 2 days ago, they were planning on allowing professors to teach in person if they wanted to. Now, my mom had already decided to go fully remote. But because of what's happening now in Massachusetts, which, by the way, is nothing compared to what's going on in some states, her university decided we're doing all remote. It sucks, but it makes sense. It's a mess. It's not political. Masks should be worn. It's not political. It's too early to open a lot of things. It's not political. I'm so glad I'm not in a position of having to send kids to school or not and make decisions about where they should be. I don't envy the parents. I don't envy the teachers or the administrators. I'm not pretending it's easy. I get it. There's not a simple answer, but it's increasingly clear that the safe answer is you've got to do online in the fall. And increasingly, it seems more and more states are going in that direction. Let me know what's happening in your state. Let me know on Twitter at @dpakman. And remember, you can listen to the David Pakman Show podcast every day, every weekday. Okay, we take weekends off. On whatever your favorite podcasting app is, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Pandora. It's quite a laundry list. It's almost too easy to get the audio podcast, but I encourage you to do it.